in the surface area of a triangular pyramid. And we're going to first watch the thing being assembled. So you saw the net there, it was flat, and now we're folding it up to make the pyramid. It's a triangular pyramid because the base of it is a triangle, and there it is folded up. Now let's look at what you have to do to figure out the surface area of it. So let's just take a look at the net for that. Here it is, and throw on some dimensions. So here's what we know. We know the base of that is 10, and we know the height of this triangle is 7 8/10. We also know that we have 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles like that. So there's 4 of them, and they're all, in this case, equal. That's not always going to be true, but in this one it is. Now, if we were to find the area of each separate triangle, we could use the formula area equals half times the base times the height. And we would do half times 10 times 7.8. Now, half of 10 is 5. We can do that in our head. And then we just have to multiply 5 times 7 8/10. Oops, that's not coming out so good, is it? Now, if you're lucky enough to have a calculator, you should be able to do that in your head, but if you have a calculator, sometimes that comes in handy. 7 8/10 times 5, and we get 39. Now remember, we have 4 triangles that are like that. So if we take the 39 and multiply it by 4, that'll be the area of the surface area of the entire figure, which is 156, or what was that, 156 square centimeters. Now some of you may have observed that this thing unfolded. I shaded it in yellow because this would be the fold tabs. Isn't that a parallelogram? And if we're going to look at it that way, we know the base, if this is 10, doesn't that mean that this is 10 over here as well, making this whole line 20? And the height is still going to be 7 8/10. That's perpendicular to the base. And if we take out our calculator and multiply 20 times 7 8/10, I hope you can predict what we're going to get. 20 times 7 8/10 equals, and don't we get the same thing? 156. Area equals 156 square centimeters. Alright, so what have we learned from this? We've learned that this pyramid here, which was a triangular pyramid, it had 4 sides. In this case, they were all congruent. You can find the area of each separate triangle, which we found, it was 39. Multiply that by 4 to get the area of the entire thing. Or, looking at it unfold in a flat way, you can see that it really forms, in this case, a parallelogram. Find the area of the parallelogram and get the 156 centimeters that way.